Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, a warm welcome to you. Well, on my channel, I talk about all things fragrance, beauty, fashion, and lifestyle. And if that sounds good to you, please consider subscribing to my channel right over there and ring that notification bell so that you will never miss a video from me. And if you're a returning viewer and you have not yet subscribed, please take a minute to subscribe because it really helps me grow my channel and bring you bigger and better content. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram because I tend to share many of my updates on Instagram before I even announce on YouTube. By the way, I'm also going to announce the giveaway winners of my 5,000 subscriber giveaway. Stay until the end of the video to find out who they are. So today I'm here with some of the most beautiful, expensive smelling, sophisticated leather fragrances in my collection. By leather fragrances, I mean fragrances with a prominent leather accord. If you guys want to see what they are, just keep watching. So you guys, like I said, I'm here with some of the most beautiful fragrances in my collection with a prominent leather accord. Leather accord in fragrances, you guys, make them smell expensive, sophisticated. Something about the note of leather or suede that gives a leather accord to fragrances. It just adds this expensive quality to fragrances. When there's leather in fragrances, it makes the fragrance smell luxurious and expensive and sophisticated. I noticed that. That's what leather does to fragrances if it's done right and if the composition is amazing. You know, of course, the composition matters. You know, just a leather accord won't, make a fragrance great. The overall composition is important. Now, many of us find leather to be a intimidating or challenging note in fragrances. Am I correct? Well, I used to be one of those people. Honestly, I didn't used to like the idea of a leather accord in fragrances. Now, did you notice I used the word idea? It's because I didn't actually try that many leather fragrances for women, like fragrances for women with a prominent leather accord. I never even tried properly because I never gave it a chance. Because in my mind, I just assumed traditionally leather to be a masculine note, which it is. It is a masculine leaning note, but that's a very simplistic way of thinking. It's not just about one note. A fragrance is never about one note. And whether it's a masculine leaning note or a feminine leaning note, it's not going to make a fragrance masculine or feminine. It's all about the way those notes are blended into the fragrance composition, the what's in the fragrance composition, what other notes are in it, and how well is it blended. All those things matter. And just because a fragrance has a masculine note or a feminine note doesn't make that fragrance masculine or feminine. Certain notes add a certain quality to fragrances. I've talked about many other fragrance notes and accords and what they do to fragrances in my other videos. In this video, I wanted to talk to you about how leather makes fragrances so sophisticated, expensive smelling, almost luxurious, depending on the fragrance composition. So I have today for you guys some of the most beautiful women's fragrances. I would consider them mostly feminine leaning fragrances, although some of them are unisex. But the leather accord in these fragrances give them life, give them sophistication, give them luxury, make them just smell sexy. And leather fragrances are amazing for this time of the year, you guys, for cold weather. Ooh, leather fragrances, leather accord in fragrances this time of year really shine and really help the fragrances project, last long. That's another thing leather and suede notes do to fragrances. They make them last longer and project better. You know, that's usually what leather does to fragrances. It helps fragrances sort of last longer, project better. Traditionally, leather is known for doing that. So this time of the year, perfect for fragrances with a leather accord. So the first one I want to share with you is a beautiful, sexy fragrance from one of my favorite luxury niche fragrance houses. You guys, you guessed it, it's Fragrance Dubois, of course, and this is Siberian Rose. See right there. When I smell this, I can smell the leather in this fragrance, you guys, right away. That's what makes this fragrance smell sexy, sophisticated, luxurious, expensive, all those things at the same time. It's such a sexy fragrance. I love to wear this fragrance with leather outfits at this time of the year. Nighttime, usually this is a nighttime fragrance. This is amazing for like date night or going out to a party, going out to, you know, have some drinks, you know, just going clubbing, whatever it is. This time of the year, this is a nighttime fragrance, amazing for date night too, by the way. If you're wearing all black or like a black leather pencil skirt or leather pants with a sexy top, ooh, this would be perfect for that. I always reach for this fragrance when I wear leather, you guys. If I wear something, you know, sexy leather pleather, I pull out this fragrance. This one is a gorgeous floral fragrance with that gorgeous leather accord in here. It opens with cinnamon, juniper, pear, and pink pepper. So, you know, juniper adds that sort of like, I don't want to say piney, but like that sort of like perfect balsamic kind of touch that's perfect for, you know, winter time. That's amazing. I love a juniper note in the opening in a fragrance, especially a fragrance that has leather in it. I think the leather is in the middle of this fragrance. The leather note is very, very strong. This has a bunch of gorgeous florals in the middle, like rose, ylang ylang, tuberose, and, you know, I believe some other white florals too, with that leather note, which makes this smell amazing. Very expensive, sexy, you know, perfect for cold weather. This also has patchouli, amber, I believe a little moss in the base. You guys, it is such a beautiful leather fragrance for women. This is absolutely unisex, by the way. A man can wear this too, but to me this smells so sexy on women, on myself. This smells so sexy. It's a very sexy, sensual scent. That leather adds, like I said, that sophistication. At the same time, the sensual quality to this fragrance. I love wearing this whenever I want to feel like, you know, badass and sexy. That's the kind of time that I pick this fragrance. The leather accord in here is so luxurious, so sophisticated. Come to think of it, I think Siberian Rose is the fragrance that opened my eyes to how sexy a leather note could be in a fragrance and how sexy, sophisticated, expensive leather could make a fragrance. This is the fragrance that opened the door to a whole new world of fragrances, opened my eyes to, you know, the note of leather in fragrances. And this is so long lasting. I mean, this will last forever on your skin. I mean, I get like 8 hours on my skin, which is unheard of. I get whiffs of this throughout the time that I'm wearing this fragrance. Usually I wear it at night, of course, and then I, you know, shower and I go to bed and I can smell it on myself the next day. One time I sprayed this fragrance on a dress and I forgot to wash that, and it was sitting there to be washed for like several days. When I went to put it to wash like a week after, it still smelled like Siberian Rose. And not only that, it was projecting, emitting out of that dress from the basket all over the room, you guys. It still smelled like Siberian rose. This is an amazing projection monster, amazing beast mode fragrance. It will last you forever. Amazing scent trail as well, great sillage. This is Siberian Rose by Fragrance Dubois. Next, I have another gorgeous, sexy fragrance from a line that I just adore, you guys. It's from technically a designer fragrance house, but to me, this is niche quality, beyond niche quality, honestly. Amazing line. They're super expensive as well. One bottle costs $300, which is quite pricey, but I have now acquired the entire line. There are 7 fragrances in this line. You guessed it. It is the Loubiraj collection from Christian Louboutin, and I have right here Loubiraj from the Loubiraj collection. Oh my goodness, you guys, this fragrance. Did you see that turban, by the way? The little jewel on the turban. So this is like a tiger on this, and then the tiger's wearing a turban and that little jewel. And as you guys know, the Loubiraj collection, he created these bottles inspired by the places he's visited, you know, things he's done. Christian Louboutin, obviously. So obviously this is inspired by India or something of that sort, Bengal maybe, you know. I feel there's a story behind this fragrance as well. I will find out. I'm going to actually do a Loubiraj collection video. It's coming up, stay tuned for that. So yeah, I'll tell you all the stories in that video. This one, you guys, oh my goodness. Oh, this fragrance just makes me kind of go, oh, you know, it's just that good, you guys. Oh my gosh. Again, I don't have to, by the way, spray any of these leather fragrances to sniff them. As I said, leather tends to give fragrances such longevity, projection, and sillage. Like usually when you have a leather coating fragrances, it's a beast mode one, usually. This smells so luxurious, so sexy, so very expensive and sophisticated. Those really are the words that I'm going to use to describe most of these fragrances, these ones that I'm going to talk to you about today with leather coordinate. This one, again, I pull these leather fragrances out when I want to feel and come across super sexy and badass. You know what I mean? Like when I'm wearing leather, for example, going out wearing something sexy, that's the time I pull it out. And this is, by the way, again, like a date night kind of fragrance for me, going out to a party, to go out clubbing, night out kind of fragrance, this one. And same with Siberian Rose. As you guys know, Christian Louboutin Loubiraj collection, they have not revealed more than 3 fragrance notes for each of the Loubiraj collection perfumes. This is no different. So this has pink pepper in the opening, suede in the middle with that leather cord, and then there's cedar in the base. But of course, you guys, something that smells this complex, this sexy, this sophisticated doesn't just have 3 notes. There are many more notes in this fragrance that they have not revealed. But I can tell you, by sniffing this fragrance, there are some amazing florals in here. There's something sweet in here. There's definitely musk in here, because I feel like every edgy fragrance has musk in it. And a lot of fragrances with leather note, suede note tend to have musk too, because they really complement each other so well. So definitely there's musk in here that they have not revealed. There are floral notes in here that they have not revealed that really are sitting there supporting the leather accord in here. I'm thinking there's rose in here somewhere, and I'm smelling some white florals too. There are some maybe more soft spices, more woody notes, maybe like sandalwood. Yeah, so definitely there are many more fragrance notes in here. This is such a sexy fragrance, you guys. It's definitely one of those beautiful, like sweet, musky, leather, powdery, woody kind of fragrances. It's just really, really super, super sexy. I reserve this for occasions when I want to go out at nighttime, you know, on a date or to a party, to, you know, something really special, like a very special nighttime occasion. It could even be like a gala, you guys. You know, I love to wear this fragrance. I mean, even if I wasn't wearing leather, you know, I like to wear this fragrance because it smells so expensive, so sophisticated. It is so beautiful. And by the way, this has amazing projection, great longevity. I mean, I can smell this on me, like I get whiffs of it throughout the time that I wear this fragrance. I would say it leaves a very nice, intoxicating trail as well. This is Loubiraj by Christian Louboutin. Next, I have a fragrance with a massive leather accord that again smells very sophisticated, expensive, and sexy, and it's quite unisex. This one, I would say, this one actually to me goes almost like 50-50. Men or women can wear this one, whereas the first two I feel like smells a lot better on women than men. They smell great on men too, you guys, but this one I feel like is a 50-50 one. Men and women can wear this fragrance. This one is Spirito Florentino by Tiziana Terenzi. This one, you guys, has a massive leather accord. Right away you can smell it. This, by the way, is a beast. It's a beast. As I said, a strong leather accord in fragrances turn fragrances into beast mode, really. This one, you guys, you could shower and you're going to still smell it on your skin. Literally happened to me. Scrubbed myself, took a bath. I showered and I took a bath in one day. I was wearing this, testing it out. I was still smelling it on my skin, not clothes, on my skin. So yeah, this one is definitely super long lasting, amazing projection, lasting power, sillage. This one has a, like I said, a massive leather. I think it's the top accord in this fragrance. I mean, you can really smell the leather. Yeah, you can smell the leather. It's quite animalic. It's woody. It's got some warm spices. It's a little bit smoky. It's a little bit mossy. It's a little bit earthy. So when you first spray this, you can smell the leather, and throughout the life of this fragrance, you can actually smell the leather. But the thing is, as it dries down, it turns more into a Baccarat Rouge 540-ish vibe. You know, it on the dry down, after it's completely dried down, it starts to smell a little bit similar or slightly similar to Baccarat Rouge 540 by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. There's a Baccarat Rouge-esque quality in this fragrance on the dry down, I've noticed. And I can tell you where it comes from, because this fragrance has a couple of fragrance notes in common with Baccarat Rouge 540. That is ambergris and saffron, to just name a couple. There are more that they share. But yeah, mainly that saffron and the ambergris in this fragrance, I feel like it gives it a sort of a Baccarat Rouge vibe as it dries down, especially, although the saffron notes in the opening of this fragrance. So yeah, in the opening you get saffron, jasmine, lily, and I believe a citrus. I think it's orange in the opening. And in the middle you get Lily of the Valley, which is one of my favorite white florals. There's magnolia, another favorite. There's ylang ylang, one of my favorite yellow floral fragrance notes. And then you get that massive dose of ambergris. You guys, ambergris smells like amber, like a little bit like amber. You know, Baccarat Rouge 540 also has ambergris, so that makes sense, you know. So ambergris smells a little bit like a marine version of amber, like amber. You know how amber smells? It smells like amber with a touch of marine quality, because ambergris comes from the gut of sperm whales. And on the dry down, you get that massive leather note with some exotic woody notes like sandalwood and other precious exotic woods. I would assume things like You know, it could be mahogany, ebony, I don't know, some other woody notes as well. And then you get oak moss and musk. And I feel like musk and oak moss really complement a leather note in fragrances. It smells sophisticated and expensive. It smells like an expensive person. And on the dry down, like I said, it dries down a little bit more like Baccarat Rouge. You start to smell a little bit of a Baccarat Rouge vibe in the dry down, but that leather is there throughout the life of this fragrance. I think, you know, even though saffron is in the opening, it kind of contributes to that Baccarat Rouge vibes in the dry down. By the way, if you want to buy Tiziana Terenzi fragrances, they are available on Fragrance Net, Fragrance Buy, those discount websites for like super affordable prices. Like they're super affordable on Fragrance Net and Fragrance Buy, you guys. So yeah, it's not that difficult to get them, and it's not very expensive. I mean, you would get like, you know, 30-40% discounts on those websites. I will put all that information down in the description box. Yeah, this is Tiziana Terenzi Spirito Florentino. Next, I have a very sexy recent addition to my fragrance collection. Boy, am I glad that I added this fragrance to my fragrance collection. You know, the old me would have completely disregarded this fragrance because it has a leather accord in it, a leather note in it. I'm so glad I'm not afraid of a leather accord anymore, you guys, because this is so sexy. This is none other than Valentino Valentina Myrrh Absoluto. Oh, you guys, this fragrance is so sexy. It's one of the sexiest fragrances in my collection, and that says a lot because I have like 400 fragrances, which by the way, I'm gonna bring you my fragrance collection video very soon. I'm working on my beauty room, you guys. I'll be bringing it very soon. You guys know myrrh is one of the oldest fragrance notes, ingredients in the world, you know, from the time of Egyptians and even before that. And there's myrrh in this fragrance, which adds to that sexiness and sophistication of the leather note in this fragrance, if you ask me. Myrrh and leather work so well together. They're like a match made in heaven, you guys. Oh, you guys, this one is this beautiful ambery vanilla sweet leather, like yellow floral, a little balsamic, a little bit warm spicy, slightly powdery, a little bit musky, a little animalic fragrance. Oh, so good. Like I said, this has myrrh in it. Myrrh is one of the most beautiful balsamic fragrance notes ever. I love myrrh in fragrances, and this has that big leather note that gives it this beautiful leather cord that makes it smell so sexy, so sophisticated and expensive all at the same time, but mainly sexy. And that sweetness from the vanilla, this has a big dose of vanilla, really adds to like that sexy feminine quality of this fragrance. So even though, like I said, you guys, in the beginning of this video, just because you have leather in a fragrance doesn't mean it's masculine. This is like one of the most sexy feminine fragrances in my collection, and this has a very notable leather accord in it. So that's what I'm talking about. And this also has like jasmine and ylang. There's a little bit of musk. Oh my gosh, you guys, this smells so darn sexy, and I'm so glad that I did not, you know, overlook such sexy fragrances because they have a leather note. Yeah, this is Valentino Valentina Myrrh Absoluto. Next, I have a fragrance actually you, my lovely subscribers, recommended to me when I did my best cherry fragrances video, which I will link up here and down in the description box. So yeah, this was a recommendation from my lovely subscribers, and I'm glad I got a hold of it. This one has a very strong leather accord in it, along with that cherry accord. This one is Guerlain Black Perfecto from the La Petite Robe Noire line. You guys, this one, oh, this one is a very strong beast mode fragrance. Again, beast mode, very much a beast, you know, like projection monster, you know, lasts forever, great sillage, you know, longevity is amazing. Like I said, see, I don't have to spray it, I can smell it over here. Again, that leather note gives fragrances such projection, lasting power, you guys. Amazing sillage. So this has that very, very strong cherry accord, but it also has a very strong leather accord in here from the leather note. This is a very sweet fragrance, you guys. It's super sweet. Usually fragrances with the cherry note tend to be also sweet. This is a very sweet cherry, almondy, nutty leather fragrance with a little bit of florals, fruitiness, a little bit of soft spice, a little patchouli in it. So this opens with a very strong cherry note with almond, gives it a very nutty quality. And this has apparently black tea too. And in the middle, you get a massive dose of rose with a little bit of licorice, which, by the way, really complement cherry type fragrances, and it's also leather, I've noticed. And in the base, you get that massive dose of leather with tonka bean, you guys, which, you know, has that sort of dark vanilla quality. And this has patchouli and apparently black musk, which adds a, you know, like a sexy edginess to this fragrance. You can smell the leather in this fragrance. Actually, after the first spray, you smell the leather in this fragrance, and it lasts through the dry down. On the dry down, you can smell it too. Yeah, it's a very beautiful, very dark, sultry cherry leather fragrance, you guys. It's amazing for this time of year. It is a beast. I mean, you wear this, you will be noticed. People will smell you. Amazing, amazing for this time of the year. I do not recommend you wear this fragrance in warmer months or daytime. Actually, none of them. These should all be nighttime fragrances during fall and winter in the colder months. This is Black Perfecto by Guerlain. Next, I have another fragrance. For the longest time, they had not revealed more than 3 notes for this fragrance, and recently they revealed almost all of the notes. I always knew that this fragrance had this sort of like sexy edge to it. I just couldn't put my finger on. And it's so well blended that you can't really pick out the suede note that's in here that gives it this edge to this fragrance, but I could always smell that. Don't think that just because there's a suede or leather note in a fragrance, it's not going to be feminine. This is one of the most feminine fragrances I've ever known, from the bottle to the juice, you guys. This one is Jean Paul Gaultier Le Belle. You guys, this one, like I said, there is a gorgeous feminine pear note in the opening that I think it was just pear and 2 other notes that they had revealed originally, but recently they came out with most of the other notes. It's very, very, very super ultra feminine. I mean, look at the bottle. Even the bottle is very feminine, but there is a suede note in it. Like I said, don't be intimidated when you see that in a fragrance composition that there is suede or leather, because that doesn't mean it's going to be masculine, you guys. It's just going to add that sexy edge for the most part, the luxury touch, the expensive smell to fragrances. But again, it depends on the composition. Now, men's fragrance or unisex, some other fragrances, you can add the leather note and make it super masculine with depending on what other notes are in the composition. What I'm trying to say is that not always will it be masculine just because there's a leather or a suede note in a fragrance. Now this one is a very vanilla dominant fragrance, you guys. This has a massive dose of vanilla. It's very sweet. It's slightly even fresh. It's fruity. It's a very like aromatic, woody also fragrance. It's a slight bit of earthy, I would say, as well. So this opens with that beautiful feminine juicy pear note and bergamot, and pear was always the note that they had revealed. I knew this had pear in it, but there's that bergamot with the citrus freshness in the opening as well. And in the middle you get a massive leather note with a bunch of florals, you guys. Beautiful bunch of florals, like a lot of florals and leather. Again, that leather is just there adding that sort of sexy edge to this fragrance, you know. And in the base, you get a massive, massive dose of vanilla, amber, musk, and vetiver. And like I said, vetiver has like that slightly earthy touch, but it's not like a a dirty earthy touch, but a very slight earthy touch. Massive dose of vanilla kind of make this very feminine and sweet. And then amber is that beautiful kind of gourmand-like resin note, you know. Really beautiful, you guys. Like, yeah, there's this leather note in here that gives it sexiness, edge, but doesn't make it masculine. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful fragrance with a leather note in it. This one is very much a date night appropriate fragrance. I would actually wear this, you know, in the colder months, day or night, but specifically it will be nice for nighttime, like date night kind of stuff. But you can wear this in the colder months only during the day, not in the warmer months. I wouldn't wear this in the warmer months. If I do wear it in the warmer months, it would be on a cold night, you know, like a nighttime, you know, when the weather cools down a little bit. Yeah, this one is Jean Paul Gaultier La Belle. Last but not least, I have a beautiful, affordable fragrance with the suede note in the base. The gourmand notes in this fragrance, like caramel, sort of overpower the leather note, is only there sort of in the background, adding, you know, that edge, that quality to this fragrance. This is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance with beast mode, projection, lasting power, and sillage, and only appropriate to wear in the colder months, you guys. Trust me on this one. You will smell this across the room. This one is a beast. This is Swiss Arabian Casablanca, you guys. This one, ooh. This smells so delicious, but there's something very sexy about this fragrance as well, and that comes from, in my opinion, that leather, the suede note in the base of this fragrance. This is a very sweet, fruity, caramelly, woody fragrance, ambery fragrance, with a little bit of musk. There's that suede note in here, adding that sort of edge to this fragrance. It opens with some fruity notes like green apple and other fruity notes like grapes, I think. And in the middle, you get some woody notes and then iris, which adds a powdery touch to this fragrance. There's patchouli in this fragrance. In the middle, like I said, this is a beast mode fragrance. So in the base, you get a massive, massive dose of caramel and amber, which makes this fragrance very gourmand. And then there's that suede note that adds that sort of touch of sexiness, edginess to this fragrance, along with musk. And then there's Peru Balsam, which adds a balsamic touch to this fragrance. Yeah, you guys, this is a very sexy, sexy fragrance. This is Casablanca by Swiss Arabian. So you guys, that's it. Those are the amazing, gorgeous, sexy, sophisticated, expensive smelling, luxurious fragrances with a prominent leather accord in my collection. I would love to know what kind of leather fragrances you guys know about that are super sexy. Did I miss something like extremely sexy? Like, I mean, these are some of the sexiest, you know, feminine leaning leather accord fragrances, you guys, that I've ever put my nose on. But if I miss something, please let me know down in the comment section. As always, you guys always come through for me. You guys always, you know, you don't let me miss anything. You know, if I miss something, please let me know. Share your thoughts, chime down below in the comment section. So now it's time to announce the giveaway winners, you guys. So you guys, I promise 3 gifts, as you know, for my 5,000 subscriber giveaway. So the first one is a $100 fragrance buy gift card that my lucky subscriber can use to buy any perfume on fragrancebuy.ca. I'll link all that information down in the description box. Next prize is a Rose Forever beautiful, gorgeous, 100% natural rose bouquet that is preserved, that's going to last a year or longer. And then the third gift is a brand new bottle of Ralph Lauren Safari, which used to be my signature scent a long time ago, you guys. So those are the 3 gifts that I have for 3 lucky winners here on my channel. The Fragrance Buy $100 gift card goes to Sarah Pence. She is one of my most lovely subscribers who's always watching my videos and, you know, commenting and sharing her thoughts and her enthusiasm for fragrances with me all the time. I adore her. She is an amazing subscriber. So Sarah, you get a $100 Fragrance Buy gift card that you can use to order any fragrance or apply towards any fragrance that you order on fragrancebuy.ca. Fragrance Buy ships to the US and Canada. Please DM me your information on Instagram, or you can email me. My email address is down in the description box. Just DM me and let me know your email address that I can have Fragrance Buy email you the gift card, the e-gift card for you to use. And the second winner, the other winner, is Patty Schultz. She is an amazing subscriber who is always watching my videos, been a supporter, long time subscriber, long time supporter of my channel. So Patty, you get a gorgeous rose bouquet from Rose Forever. So Patty, I will have Rose Forever send it to you. Please DM me on Instagram. I know you follow me on Instagram. So my third winner is Jessica Melton. So Jessica, you'll be getting a brand new sealed bottle of Ralph Lauren Safari, which is an exotic, gorgeous, complex fragrance. Please DM me on Instagram with your address so I can send that to you. So you guys, congratulations to all three of you. I'm so happy for you, and thank you so much for your love and support. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of you, my subscribers, my supporters, my viewers. I appreciate each and every one of you so very much. So you guys, I have many more giveaways coming up, so don't be disheartened if you didn't win this giveaway. You will get a chance to win many more giveaways coming up. Thank you so much for your love and support. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this video, you guys. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and ring that notification bell so you will not miss any of my videos. Otherwise, YouTube will not notify you if you don't ring the bell, you guys. Well, I can't wait to see you in my next video. Next video is going to be a super exciting haul video, you guys. Stay tuned for that. I will see you guys in my next video.